All right, everybody, Terrence Popp here with another episode of Live from the Lair. And today I'm going to be going over a letter I got from a woman about a year and a half ago. It's not necessarily hate mail. It's more like a, what the fuck is going on, feel sorry for me kind of thing. I don't do that. I just tell them the deal. So this one starts out, I'm 29 and I just finished college. I've been working at my job for almost a year. All right, so she's probably north of 29. She started working in 28. Probably took her 6 months to find the job after graduation. So we're looking at somebody with a master's degree, possibly a PhD. Okay. And I just want to say I'm over it. I am realizing I'm going to have to work for the rest of my life if I can't get married.
Are you the kind of person who's run out of feelings to hurt?
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah.
Then we have the Redonkulas swag for you. And we have multiple locations where you can get it. Go to the Stream Elements store or Crypto Fashion and embrace your inner fat punisher. Because after all,
There's a little bad pop in all of us. Even your mother.
shirts, stickers, mugs, and hats are on sale now. Your support helps keep us independent from big tech and keeps this life-saving train on the tracks. Links are in the Meat Gazer box.
I have a good job in finance where I restructure debt and find funding for larger companies. I used to do that job too. It's called investment banking. Maybe they worded something else, but I did a lot of the similar stuff here. So I understand. All right. I travel a lot and love it for the first 6 months. But I am missing birthdays and holidays with my family. The money is exceptional. The money's exceptional for the first job out of college. But I'm starting to believe the time with loved ones is more important than the money. That's called an epiphany. Obviously, this woman is in the epiphany stage. She's literally approaching that wall at breakneck speed, and she's feeling it. They start thinking about stuff like this. We all do it. All right. I also realize I've severely impacted my chances to get married. I keep pushing men away because in my mind, they're not good enough for me. Very common. This is probably an instinctual thing. She's got a good job, probably making bank, got a master's degree at a minimum. So she's already looking for somebody equal to her in status. And even then, if they're equal, it'll just be on the temporary side. They have to be above her, like at least 1.5 to 2 times before it becomes like a permanent thing or something worth investing time and effort into. And it is what it is. I'm just telling you what's going on. All right, let's see. I had a boyfriend all through high school, which, I guess it's okay. It probably kept your body count down. I didn't really go into detail, but I'm just making an assumption here. And I had one for the last 2 years of my undergrad degree. So she got out of high school with a boyfriend who was with her for all of high school. Probably gave him the speech, I'm going to college, blah, blah, blah. He probably said the words, I love you, which didn't mean anything to her. And then she went on to college, spent 2 years riding the cot carousel. Because, listen, in today's day and age, I'm not going to go with, 2 years of nothing. She probably did 4 years in high school. Her friends talked to her and you're missing so much. And there you go. 2 years of, Sorostitute salad. And then she had another boyfriend for the last 2 years of college. So I don't know if her dick stacking test is super high, but I can almost guarantee you, as a betting man, it is north of 8. Anything more than 5, you take your chances. All right. So we talked about the boyfriend, my undergrad degree. I broke with them because I broke up with both my boyfriends because I was driven to graduate with a master's in finance. Okay, good. So it's a master's degree, not a PhD. Since then, the dates have dried up. Plus, my job keeps me exceptionally busy. So we're going to switch up here. Okay. There we go. I'm turning 30 in a few months. What can I do to change paths, to find a husband? I'm red-pilled now because I'm realizing what I've been taught my entire life is not making me happy. Undersigned, such and such, not giving you the name. All right. So first of all, if you're asking me for advice on how to find a man, or if you're a dude asking me how you're going to find a good woman, I'm not that guy. I am not a relationship coach. I am a comedian that talks about brutal fucking truths. Plain and simple. And you are not going to like the explanation I am going to give you about the underlying problem that forced or caused this woman to write this letter. All right, so behind me you have the graph. I've done this graph before in the past. What we have here are 2 lines. Okay, these lines basically track your status and power throughout life. All right. Now, women, when they hit 18, they literally come out of the chute with an insanely high power curve. Like, literally, they have enough power in the sexual marketplace it rivals CEOs and high-level individuals who are men who make a lot of money. All right, now, ideally, you spend 18 to 22 looking for the husband. You get married, wait a little while, and they start having your kids, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay, you'll see here, this power graph goes down, and they intersect right here around 30 years old. Now, a man, to get to this point, all right, he doesn't just show up with any value. He needs to forge it, make it happen, and he needs to be on his grind. So he's going to go to college, graduate school, then he starts his career. All right, he'll start his career between 24, 25-ish if it's just a bachelor's degree. And he's going to work his ass off for 5 or 6 years to get to this point. And getting to this point is going to require him to go to the gym because he's got to have the chiseled physique, have the house, the car, the status, and the money. So by the time he gets here, he's looking for the 22-year-old woman to plug in and get on with his life with. He's not looking for somebody his age. All right? Because women squander this power curve. All right? And they follow this one. So the woman who wrote this letter was driven, went to college, went to grad school, started her career right around 28. Worked for a year, so she's 29. She's coming up on the intersection, and she's like, holy shit. This path sucks. You got to work. You got to miss time with your loved ones. You got deadlines and people cracking the whip. And you're never going to see an ending to it. Because most men have to work until the day they fucking die. In some form or fashion. There you go. So this woman wrote a letter complaining about going down the road a man has to go to get by in this world, getting to almost to the end here at the conversion point right around 30, hating it, and wants to go back here. You can't go back here. It's done. All of this time, you squandered it. You can try to come up here and maybe squeeze out 1 or 2 kids, keep your job, be a single mother. But guess what? Yes, you could do it all, but you do everything half as well. And you did it to yourself. All right, you bought into the lie, feminism, wants you to have your career. It'll be great. Your life will be happy. Well, guess what? Men don't have lives like that. We are virtually completely expendable at the age of 18. And those numbers have been proven out throughout all of human history. All right, i.e. World War I, World War II. Millions of men marched to their fucking deaths, never to be brought back home. Hell, in Ukraine, if you're under the age of 60 and a Ukrainian citizen, they're not allowing you to leave the fucking country. All right? So this woman has had all of the coddling, listened to all of the lies, all right? Did what she was told, and she got red-pilled, realizing, I have to work for the rest of my life. Wah. All right. Now, we know a lot of women don't do that. Somewhere around here, they'll decide to have some kids, maybe marry their starter husband, and then they'll get a bunch of child support and alimony for X amount of years. And it's just an utter clusterfuck because they literally think they're princesses. Size 18s can have men who are 9 and 10 on the dating or in the sexual market value of men. And it's just not the case because we don't care about your career. You can have all the bells and whistles. We don't care. We don't care if you have your own house. Oh, we don't care if you have a lot of money. All right. We don't give a shit. It's just that simple. So I don't have any advice for you. All right. I'm just telling you, you fucked yourself. And if you came here trying to get sympathy from me, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Go to the dictionary and look in there between shit and syphilis, because that's the only time you're getting it out of me.